Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, your weekly dive into all things Nintendo and friendship. Tonight, we're going to be playing 20 questions with Nintendo themed answers and talking, of course, the latest news, including the ever swirling rumors around the Switch 2 and maybe talking about some games we're playing. Maybe we actually play Nintendo games here. You never know with these podcasts anymore. Oh man. But let's Micah, what do you say? Are you ready to jump on in to the episode?
Yep.
Greetings, fellow Nintendo pals. My name is Andros, the one trapped inside the black border of the screen that my camera places for some reason. I'm trapped in this box. But that's okay, because you know who we got thinking outside the box? It's my fellow Nintendo pal, Micah. And Micah, I gotta ask, how the heck are you? That's good to hear. Well, we've got an exciting show for you guys. Very well thought out and planned, as is always the case on Nintendo Pals. I say laughing because we are never really that good at planning ahead, and this is a very disorganized mess of a show sometimes. But that's okay, because you know what helps us keep this going? What helps keep it all together? 5-star reviews. 5-star reviews that you could leave for us over on Apple, Podchaser, Spotify, and Audible. All those places that you leave 5-star reviews. It helps out the show. It helps people discover our show. And, like I said, helps keep our sanity. We're slowly slipping away into insanity, and all that we cling to are these 5 stars. We got not one, but 2 new 5-star reviews over on Spotify. So huge thank you to the folks over there leaving us 5-star reviews. It's anonymous, but you know who you are, and you know you're awesome. Micah, shall we jump into the first segment of our show? Let's talk.
Let's do it.
What you playing? Micah, what have you been playing lately, my guy?
Not too much this last week. I don't even think I played Splatoon 3.
What? What?
That's
What?
right. I think I only played Rocket League and Super Monkey Ball Mania.
That's insane. And not allowed. You have to play Splatoon every week. It's like the thing now.
Well, I decided maybe once a year I'll skip a week.
Okay. That's
Keep
a
myself fresh for
random
the other
time
weeks.
period to choose to do that. How's Monkey Ball? Tell us about your games. What's going on?
It's pretty good. Well, I'm playing through Monkey Ball. And they're pretty good.
You give me nothing to work
Although,
with, man.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm real glad that they added you can mark a level as cleared and skip it. And on some of their challenge levels, I feel like that's super necessary unless you have an absolutely brand new controller that can go perfectly straight.
Yeah.
Because they have you on like the side of a piece of paper that you have to roll across, and it's absurd. I don't know how anyone has ever beaten those levels.
Yeah, it's. I'm not a Monkey Ball fan. I'll say
Wow, it's pretty great though.
not my game.
Sounds like maybe you just weren't very good at it.
Yeah, I wasn't playing the right one. I just need to play the good version of Monkey Ball.
Yeah,
They're
the,
all the same.
how dare you? I'm so tempted to just leave right now. First of all, 1 and 2 are super good.
Okay,
All the other ones not as good.
what's the difference? What changed that made it not as good?
It became too user friendly.
Right. They babied it up. It's too easy.
Exactly.
Too easy nowadays.
Exactly.
Or baby Monkey Ball. Well, anything else you want to highlight from what you've been playing?
I think that's it.
I've actually played a lot of Switch games this week. For being in a
To try and prove to everyone.
non-Nintendo phase,
Tr-
as some might
Weird
accuse
how you're
me.
bringing that up. You seem a little defensive about it,
It's
which
because it's
some
not
people would
true.
find suspicious.
Because I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. Played some Tears of the Kingdom this week. Like, surprise, shocker! I know I'm playing Zelda, and I was attempting to cross the map in a perfectly straight line. Longitudinal, I think, is the longitude, and
Probably.
that's way harder than I thought. And so now I'm looking for like an actual plausible route because it might not be possible.
Is this like a no vehicle sort of situation?
No, nothing. I don't even have the glider. I'm going
Mm.
base game, no items, nothing. Can I do it? And the problem is water. Bodies of water that are everywhere that are impossible to cross in a straight line. There's like certain I got really far on the route that I picked because I kind of lined it up with a bridge that goes over the Great Canyon. It's like if I just line it up with that bridge, I'm golden. But I got to a river that is uncrossable because the rapid is so it pushes so fast that you can't keep up to stay in the line and without drowning, using up your stamina because you're power swimming. So
Sounds
yeah,
like you need to build like a 10 log bridge.
no, nothing. I'm
Just
not
use
using
that.
anything. Just my legs and determination. So I think I'm gonna
It
be able
sounds
to
like
do it,
just a
but
little bit of failure.
I've gotta spend some more time mapping out my route and figure out where it's actually doable. That's where I'm at with that. I also played some Fall Guys this week. My kids asked me to play Fall Guys with them, and we, after several rounds, got second place.
It's
Pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Pretty good because I had my two little kids and then some rando. So it's tough to be real successful in that sort of team dynamic. I wish they had trios in Fall Guys. It's lame that
So
they
you're
don't.
saying it was the rando that was holding you guys
A
back?
100%. My kids are incredible gamers. The best gamers actually, because I've raised them right. And I don't restrict their game time. They
So
just
what
play
you're
games
saying is
24/7.
you're saying they're better than you at games is what I heard out of that.
Sure. Wouldn't you want the same for your children? To them to be better than you at
Maybe when they got a little older and their brains were more than like 20% developed.
Okay, all right. A little insulting to say it like that, but
Uh,
yeah. So on top of that, I played some Suika game, and that's about it in the Nintendo sphere. Oh, I did
wasn't that many.
do a
Sounds like
special
one
code.
more than I played.
Okay, well, what does that matter? Why are you pointing that out? I don't.
Well, you said you played a lot.
I did play a
Now you're
lot,
talking about.
a lot of time. Maybe not a lot of games, but a lot of time in the games that I played. On top of that, Pokemon Go. I used the special code, which is like you found me, but all the O's are replaced with zeros, and it gives you a secret Rotom, Rotom quest so that you can catch Rotom.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How come you
So
didn't tell me about this?
that's a good question. Why didn't I tell you about this? Probably because I forgot until just
Hmm.
now. Hey,
Hmm.
now you're hearing about it, and now you're out there. You out there, if you're listening or hearing about it. I don't know if it's still going. If you can still use the code, I assume you can.
Wow.
But you found me. All of the O's are replaced with zeros, and me is with the number 3 instead of an E.
Oh, all fancy. I don't even know where you go to put in codes in this.
Oh, you have to. Oh, yeah, this is bonkers. You have to like go onto a website, like log in on the Pokemon Go
Oh,
website to do it. Yeah, I was like, what?
that's
You
gross.
used to be able to put it
Is
in the
it
shop.
worth it?
You used to be able to put it in the shop. There was like a enter promo code, and they took that away. Why would you take away a feature? I don't. I don't understand the reasoning
It's a
behind that.
security risk.
It's a security risk to put in codes.
Yeah.
Probably. Pokemon
SQL
Go.
injection and stuff.
Yeah, Pokemon Go feels like it's barely holding on as a game sometimes. Like, it's really struggling to load properly.
Maybe that's a phone problem.
No, because everybody in my work group has the same problems. You can't tell me
Hmm.
it's not a buggy game.
I don't think it's a buggy game.
You're so dumb. You just want a contrarian to me. This is the.
What was the last bug you had? I literally can't think of the last time something buggy happened. The question is, all your coworkers have Android devices?
No. No. It's a variety. And
Hmm.
the last time I had something buggy happen was this last week when half
A
of the
whole week ago?
this during this last week, 2 days in a row, half of the Pokemon were not real. You would click into it and they would insta run away and then they would disappear on the screen. So it was like you couldn't catch anything because half of the stuff wasn't even real. Oh,
Hmm.
speaking of,
Sounds like a internet connection problem.
there's a fortress outside my house right now, so I'm probably gonna try and catch that. But yes, that's what I've been playing. No questions. I'm good to move on.
I think so.
Well, let's move on to the next segment of our show. Let's talk some Nintendo news. Alrighty, mighty. Where do we start here with the news this week? Ba 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 ba. How about we start with a new eShop card with a new design on it. This is a $150 eShop card, and it features all 3 Nintendo princesses, being Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina.
It's a
Why?
little
Why is it
pricey.
like? Yeah. Why is it these ritzy, rich princesses? Probably because it's for 150 bucks, and that's expensive. Only the princesses can afford these eShop cards. Yep. Hit us with our next news item, Micah.
Yep. I forgot what that. Ah,
Ah,
huh. I think I scrolled up too far. I
you
mean,
might
like
have.
last month.
Well, while you're getting there, let me
I'm just
just say
surprised you
that
aren't gonna
I've
mention the
gotten
other
two
new
nice,
eShop card
two nice
designs.
throws in a row on this fortress. I'm.
Nice throws.
Yep.
I don't want to sound like condescending or anything, but am I supposed to be impressed?
How about on the last throw I just did was not a nice throw. It was actually a really
And
bad
it,
throw. And wouldn't you know it,
and it got
I
caught.
I caught it. Yeah.
My favorite is when you get
Just
an
dumb.
excellent throw and then you catch it with like a lame throw afterwards.
uh, there you go. There you go.
Well,
That away.
speaking of going, on the 22nd of this month, you will be able to go onto the eShop and download the Splatoon 3 expansion pack,
Oh,
part 2.
yeah, that's coming up quick, like this week. Are you picking this up?
I probably will.
Yeah, now that I've rolled credits on the game and I'm pretty much a professional Splatoon player, I
Hmm.
might be able to pick this one up. Give it a
Does that
go.
mean, are you not going for the secret kettle?
Oh, the secret kettle? Oh, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. That kettle that I totally knew about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one.
yeah. All you have to do is beat every other kettle, and it unlocks it.
Probably not.
What?
Oh, no. No, no. Micah,
It's
what have I
pretty
done?
great, though.
Um, well, Splatoon may be dropping on the 22nd of this month, but on the 22nd of next month, aka March, we get Princess Peach Showtime. And we got a brand new trailer that showed off a bunch of new Peach costumes. This is basically a dress up Peach game. They're like, oh, Ninja Peach, Mermaid Peach, Princess Peach. Wait, Ice Skater Peach, Thief
Ice skating
Peach.
Peach?
The the Three Musketeers Peach. Gosh, I could not think of the term Musketeer. I still can't really tell what's going on in this game. It seems like it's like a collection of a bunch of mini games that you're kind of playing through, and the mechanics change depending on the costume. But I'm not 100% sure. Can't really tell what's going on. But they've shown surprisingly little gameplay from the trailers I've seen. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this game, and but I probably am picking it up
For the kids, right?
for the kids. Yes. Don't say it like that. Like I'm getting it for me.
So, like what? I said for the kids.
Accusatory.
It's just clarifying. That's why you're getting it.
It's for the kids.
Right? You're so defensive today.
I am. I'm
not
on
even.
edge. I'm ready to
I'm
fight
not even
someone.
bringing these things up.
Uh, yeah. So that's what we got for Princess Peach Showtime, dropping in 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're the
Well,
co-host. You're supposed to go
the
from here.
opposite. Speaking of dropping, the scores for Mario vs. Donkey Kong are doing the opposite of that because they're pretty good.
I was like, where's
Pretty
this
high
going?
up there.
They're dropping the scores that are really high, dropping them on their websites.
Yep. So yeah, it's apparently pretty good.
Guess who got that game today? My son for his birthday.
Is it me?
No, it's my son got it
Man,
for his
what a
birthday
cool
as a
surprise
gift
that would have
from
been.
somebody else, not even from me. I didn't even get it for him.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what else he got?
So that it really was for the kids.
Yeah, it's really his game. You know what else he got? Cuphead. I was like, that's a hard
Interesting.
game. that's a hard game.
Interesting.
So I get to try Cuphead now too. I'm excited to play that one with him. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Excited to give it a try. So that we just got that. We did his birthday party today, and so haven't got a chance to bust it out yet. But I'll have more to say on it next week. Just get ready, Donkey Kong, because I'm versusing you this week. In other news, I like this post by Monkey Thunder over on the news channel. He says Nintendo is having a Twitter direct, and he posted this. This is coming from Nintendo Deal on Twitter or X Twitter as I like to call it on X Twitter. Nintendo America on the 14th of this month posted a new thing, like a trailer or some look at a game every hour, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And it's like Monkey Thunder put it best. Nintendo is having a Twitter direct. And it makes me feel like we're not getting a direct this month now. Like something happened and they're now just posting it.
Well, I think it's classic Nintendo. People are like, "Hey, Nintendo's gonna have a direct," and then they're like, "Well, now I don't want it."
Yeah, someone at the company's like, it's Waluigi. First off, he's like, they will never see you when the direct is coming. Wow. Yeah, I just feel like that's a dumb mentality to have. Just show us the cool games coming. I mean, if it's through Twitter, sure, but Twitter sucks. Put it on a direct. Directs are better.
Yeah, but then people would have been expecting Prime 4 to be shown.
No, no one's expecting Prime 4 to be shown. If you're showing up to a
I don't
direct
think everyone is.
expecting Prime 4 to be shown, you're going to be disappointed for many years. Many years, as you've proven.
I've been disappointed the last 5 years.
Yeah, you have. Uh, that's what we got going over on Twitter. Are we getting a direct? We didn't get one the last 2 weeks when lots were predicted to get. We were predicted to get them lots. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the
Yep.
next news item.
Speaking of the next news item, there are new icons for NSO peeps
Yeah, Mario
based
versus
on
Donkey Kong
Mario versus
icon.
Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't particularly like any of these. They're fine. The one that's Donkey Kong, that's just straight up. Don't we already have that one? Isn't that what Donkey Kong?
Seems unlikely. We'd already have that one, but it does just look like regular Donkey Kong.
I'm looking this up on the side here while we talk about the news. But did we already have that icon? Um,
All I know is I've only gotten one of them so far.
that's pretty similar.
What are you talking about? There's like different arms raised and stuff.
His teeth are out in this one. His teeth aren't out in the uh in the new one
I
to
don't.
get.
I mean,
So if you're not a fan of Donkey Kong's teeth, this is the icon for you.
I don't really see the similarities.
Well,
I did like the little Yoshi head robot looking thing.
what? Is that a new one?
That's pretty cool. I'm relatively confident it's new.
Oh, it's not showing in the Twitter post.
Well, yeah, that's because they just showed a few example things.
Gotcha.
They have
Cool.
so many more options, like Mario in a bubble, Mario with a hammer, a door.
Uh, well, speaking of little robot Yoshi heads, the last amiibo for Smash Bros has finally dropped. Sora is the final Smash Ultimate amiibo, and there you go. So now you can collect the entire series, all of the characters in amiibo form for Super Smash Bros Ultimate. And as Monkey Thunder pointed out over on the Discord, amiibo will be 10 years old this year. Which doesn't it's crazy to think, but I feel like amiibo aren't that new. It feels like they've been around for so long. But I guess they really haven't. They were introduced with the Wii
10
U.
years is kind of a long time.
I mean, yes, but it feels like it's been around for longer than 10 years in my mind. But I guess it really hasn't because it was introduced with the Wii U, which was just last console generation. But they're cool. They're cool. I still only have the one. But I want to get the Wolf Link one.
Same. I don't even know where my Yoshi went. I misplaced it somewhere in the move.
Uh, Beyond that, do we have any other news items to cover?
Just that Friday won the Splatfest.
What's wrong with
Looked
people?
like it was pretty close between Saturday and Friday.
Saturday won for the votes, and that's what really counts. All right, because it won by a large margin for the votes. Saturday is the
Yeah.
best day of the weekend. Come on. But Friday wins because I don't know, the people running the Splatoon events are like they just I think this is it's the theme. Chaos. And they're just like, yeah, we're just going to give the win to this other category even though these two look like they tied. It's like, yeah, this one wins. Like, okay.
Well, each section is worth different points.
Yeah. It's dumb.
And unfortunately, the votes is not worth that much. I'm pretty sure, or maybe the conch shells also aren't worth much.
Yeah. I just don't believe in Splatfest anymore to truly be the voice of the people. It's just not it just doesn't do it. Cuz Friday's not the best day. Saturday's the best day. I'm sorry. Sorry, Friday fans.
Apparently not, though. Apparently not.
Sorry, Friday fans. Well, that's all we got for news. Let's jump out of the realm of news and into the realm of rumor in the rumor mill. This is your captain speaking. We are picking up some Pikmin that have brought us some rumors out there. If you pay attention to the escapes on your right and left, you will notice more Switch 2 rumors. They're still coming. They're coming, and they be coming and coming around the mountain when they come. Lots of rumors now that the next Nintendo console is slipping into 2025. I told you so. I told
So you're
you
trusting
so.
those rumors?
No. But here's the real deal. Is now that we're getting closer to all the supposed like directs that are going to happen to announce the console, and those aren't coming, now we can go, oh yeah, it's slipped into 2025. Our rumors were accurate. This is just rumor mongers covering their butts. That's all it is. Right? And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it.
This is according to people with knowledge of the matter.
Oh, say
Because
less.
apparently
Holy
Nintendo has
cow.
been telling game publishers that the Switch 2 is delayed.
It's how can it be delayed if it hasn't even been announced? That's
I mean, it was announced internally.
was
They had their
it?
plan,
Are you sure?
according to these rumors. I mean, I'm pretty sure Nintendo knows when they're planning on releasing it.
So
Maybe they're like, hey,
yeah, so now it's
we'll
like
have to push it back a little bit.
quarter one of 2025, and if I have my quarter time period lined up, I think so. I'm starting to hone in on my prediction. First off, I said it's a 2025 release, but I believe it will be like when was the Switch released? It was March, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's when we're seeing the next console. And so I don't think we're going to see anything about that console until summer at the earliest. Maybe it might not even show till like end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, depending on backwards compatibility rumors and stuff, seems like they wouldn't want to even mention it until after
Yeah.
the holidays.
Well, is that what they did for the Switch? I feel like they announced it before
I
the
want to
end
say
of the
it
year.
was pretty quick, but I don't know.
And then they did like a now you can get the Wii U extra cheap and all these games extra cheap. So they'll probably do like a end of the life cycle blowout sale, and it'll be like Nintendo Selects where you can get games for like half price. And you'll be like, oh, this game came out like 8 years ago and it's still only half price off. That's crazy. Yeah. So 2025, I said it before and I will say it again. 2025 is the year it's coming. And I think we're going to see it in early time period for some good reasons. One, that's when the Switch came out and the Switch did incredibly well. It's at a time period in the year where there is typically a lull in gaming across the industry, right? Uh, so I mean, they're not competing with any other big thing, so it stands alone in the cultural zeitgeist. And so I think that's the time period where we're gonna see it actually launch. And if that is the case, then there's got to be more stuff coming this year, right? They're not just gonna pause for a year. So
You know, maybe they will. If it slipped into 2025, they might not have things planned for the end of 2024.
I don't think so. This console has too many users, Micah. Nintendo can't not make games for it. Now, they might not be big ticket games, but they're going to keep making things. So maybe it's more ports, or maybe it's Metroid Prime 4, because I still think Metroid Prime 4 is this year. I'm holding firm. Holding firm to my belief that that's this year. And it's going to come right at the end of the system's life cycle and automatically stunt its ability to grow because the next system's going to come out next year, just like they always do to Metroid. They just screw it over for no reason.
I think it will potentially be a
Cross
multi,
cross gen.
yeah, cross.
That would be cool, but I'm not holding my breath. Breathing extra loud so you know I'm not holding my breath. And is that all we have to talk about with rumors? I think that's it,
I
right?
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just a lot of them, all
Keeping the
being like the
keeping the
same rumor
pulse,
that it's
keeping the
going to
pulse on
happen.
this. I know I'm giving grief to all the rumor mongers out there, because they deserve it. But it is fun to look at and to speculate ourselves on where things are going to land. Where are you thinking the next system is going to land? While you do, I'm getting water. While you say when you think it's launching.
Hmm. When I think it's going to launch.
Yup.
What?
Yes.
Hmm. I think it's going to launch at some time that I do not know the answer to.
Come on, Micah. You can do better than that. You're an analytical thinker.
I think sometime around the summer, then, like other people have pointed out, get the diehard fans buying early, and then enough to restock for Christmas.
So you think this year or next year?
That's a good question. Probably next year.
Right on. That's my co-host right there. He stands by me.
That or they just
2025.
do exactly like they did with the Switch and do March.
But then what we can do as we get closer to 2025 and they haven't announced something, we can be like, "Oh, it slipped to 2026. Sorry." But it was announced internally for 2025.
Nintendo's probably known when the Switch 2 is coming out for the last 5 years.
Yeah, I guess
They've
so.
had it all planned out
Yeah. Um all right. Let's
until it slipped, of course, into
yeah, until it slipped, of
2025.
course. Until the Switch was successful, and then they just kept pushing it back. They're like, "Well, we can't release the Switch U now." um, what's it going with this? Oh, it's time for the next segment of our show, Micah. Is what I was trying to get to here. So let's move on to the community corner. In today's community corner, we've got a couple of questions. 2 questions to be specific. This first one comes from LPD. It says, "What are your favorite and least favorite insects?"
I don't think I really have a favorite insect. Stick bugs are kind of cool.
They reproduce asexually, so they can like just multiply out of nothing. And how do I know
Another
that?
reason they're cool.
Because my brother had a pet stick bug that did that very thing, and we had stick bugs everywhere. They weren't very good at staying in their
Everywhere
cage either.
in the house, or
Yeah, in the house, and then we released them into the wild, where
sounds fun.
I don't think they are native to the area we were in, so I'm
Yeah, they
pretty
probably
sure
all died.
they all died. The birds were eating good that year. They're like, oh yeah, where did all these come from? Let's go.
Or
Morbid. I
maybe
don't
they're
know
just
why
wondering
I shared that story.
why there are all these sticks on the ground.
um, do you have
Do
a
you think
least
a
favorite?
bird's ever like, oh boy, that's a real good looking stick. I'm gonna make my nest with that. And then it just starts going crazy when they pick it up.
Whoa! Ah! It's alive!
That's got, I mean, be a surprise of a lifetime for a bird.
Yeah,
But I changed my mind actually. I'm gonna go with the praying mantis. That's the coolest one.
they are pretty cool. I don't think I'd want to touch one. It'd be kind of,
Absolutely not.
it'd be kind of terrifying. What's your least favorite?
Definitely gonna go with spiders, even though they're like arachnids,
Not like
like
technically an
technically an
insect.
insect or
Yeah.
something weird.
So I'm gonna go with my favorite being ladybugs. Like ladybugs are chill. They can like climb on me, and I'm okay with that. Most bugs, if a bug is climbing on me, I don't like it. But a ladybug, like, that's fine. I don't know why. I just feel safe with a ladybug versus any other bug. And then my least favorite, it's probably cockroaches, man. It's the worst.
Are they though? They like don't even do anything.
They're like
They just run
invincible,
around.
and they run around, scurry around your things, hide in your. Like they're just there. They're hiding, and then they'll like scurry away, and you're like,
Out of sight, out of mind.
they're just a big old nasty looking bug somewhere, and I'm never going to see it again. And then every once in a while you come out and they're just dead. What happened? Where did this come from? I don't like
Or
cockroaches,
maybe it's just a molting.
but I also
And
am
now
not a
it's
fan of
bigger.
spiders. Especially where we grew up, there were a lot of big spiders. Like wolf spiders are not cool. Fun story. When we had a friend when they first moved to Idaho. There's a species of spider out there that is referred to as the hobo spider, and someone was telling her like, "Oh yeah, we got a big problem with hobos getting into our basement, and it's like we've done everything we can, and they just keep getting in, and they get aggressive. Hobo spiders get aggressive, and so they were like, yeah, then they get aggressive towards our kids." And this person who had never heard of hobo spiders was like, oh, "This is horrible. God, like homeless people breaking into your house and fighting your kids. What's happening?"
Well, to be fair, I don't think they're really that much better. As hobo spiders can be kind of dangerous, can't they?
Yes, I believe they are poisonous.
I think they're like maybe I'm mixing up. I'm thinking of the brown recluse, maybe.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Brown recluse are bad. But that's my favorite and least favorite insect? Good question. Hopefully, we gave good answers. Next question, Micah. Fire this one off.
Asked by Presto, what video have you always wanted to make but never had the chance to?
I had an answer for this when I first saw this, and I was like, "Oh, I'll save this for the podcast," and I can't remember it now. Oh, yes, I can. I want I want to do 100% speed run for Tears of the Kingdom. Always wanted to make it, but never had the chance to. Why? Because that will be like,
I know they take like 200 hours or so, right?
yeah, 100% speed run will take a long time. So it's the time commitment of actually doing the speed run and then editing that down to a video it's not gonna happen. I'm at a point in life where I can't really do that. Maybe when, not if, but when I become a full time content creator, I could do something like that. But for now, that's a
I
no
just don't
go.
know how feasible it would be to ever be able to edit that down into a video.
I mean, I did
It'd be
kind
so
of
long.
for my original playthrough. I took a really long stream.
Yeah, but I mean, this would be like 5 times longer, right?
Well, I would have to like train up to it, so it would be more speed runnery. Whereas, so I think it would probably be roughly the same time at the end, but I'd be doing a lot more
Mm. Mm.
mainline running. Well, because when I did that video, I was just like running around playing the game. It was
Yeah.
like a casual playthrough. No real aim, rhyme, or reason. You're right, though. It probably even still would be longer.
Yeah, I just don't know quite what falls under 100%. You have to like upgrade your battery all the way.
I think so.
Like that by itself,
Yeah,
just
and all
running
your
around getting the
clothing
Zonai. Oh,
and
do you have
all
to
the
upgrade your clothing?
yeah, and all the Koroks, I believe that's part of it. Yeah, it's
I
a
feel like
long
upgrading the clothing would actually be the worst part.
yeah.
Some of those just have like horrible requirements.
Right, but if you're using glitches, you just have to get like one of each of the.
Cheating?
That's what it's just a speed run. What do you mean cheating?
Cheating?
Glitchless
Oh,
100% runs would be
yeah.
insanely long. That would take forever. That
Well,
would be
I
so
that's just what
horrible.
I expected more from you. I
I
guess
That's not
I
cheating.
didn't realize
That
you're a
is
big old
not
cheater.
cheating, and you are absolutely insane to think otherwise. So
I feel like
that's
there's like major glitches and like less minor glitches, and that would fall under the major glitch category.
to be able to duplicate
Duplicating
items.
items.
Yeah, well, too bad. I would do that for sure. Um, what other video ideas? I also thought it would be fun. I actually have. Hold on. Well, I got a prop.
I mean, I feel like at that point you might as well just hack into the source code and
So
change the save file to
they
say
sell
you
these
completed
things,
everything.
Easter eggs that are giant, and I have it for video for anybody watching the video version of the podcast. And I thought it would be really fun to do an Easter egg hunt where the prizes inside are like a Nintendo Switch, and then each of the small eggs is like a cartridge with games. So this is like if I was Mr. Beast and could make and could just spend an insane amount of money on a video. That would be a fun video to make. Extreme Easter egg hunt.
That'd be
Um,
cool.
Man, I have like a whole list somewhere. My phone. Oh yeah. Do you have any video projects you would like to make, Micah?
Yes, I would like to have a video of someone giving me $1 billion.
You've always wanted that.
That would be, I think, a fantastic video.
let's see. I'm looking at my list here. I have a long real life lethal company. That was another one.
Complete with dying.
No, no, but you and I talked about this before. Like Lethal Company, the facilities look a lot like the abandoned naval bases from where we grew
Oh
up. We grew
yeah.
up in the Seattle area, and they have these bases that are just like that. They're like concrete railings into the dark, and I just think they're like the perfect setting to make some sort of real life version of the game. So it's basically playing like capture the flag or hide and seek. We did play. I did play capture the flag in there. Did you ever do that?
Don't think so.
A lot of fun. So that would be cool, but that would require me getting a crew of people to Seattle and doing all that. Um, Another idea I had was is the masked streamer. It's like the masked singer, but it's streamers, and you don't know who it is, and they compete to do like challenges and things, and then people vote off streamers, and then you get to guess who they were. When I become famous enough, I want to do this. I'll just get like a bunch of popular streamers together, and
That would be cool.
I think that would be. I think that's a cool idea. A lot of streamers I've noticed will basically take television shows and then just rip them off and just make their own version of that. They're like their own who's who wants to be a millionaire. Um, College Humor basically does whose line is it anyway now. Like they just have their own show that is the same kind of format. And I yeah, it's like taking game shows and adapting them to a younger audience. I think it'd be fun. The Masked Singer, I think, makes a lot of sense. So the question though is like for that, would I make all of the streamers like VTubers? So they're like digital streamers, or do
That
I
does some
make
like voice modulations.
yeah, and they actually get like costumes that we send them that they have to wear. That would be
Probably the VTuber route
yeah. The
would be
VTuber would be
easier
cheaper.
for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, last one. Last one. I've always wanted to make a giant Settlers of Catan board where the roads are railroad tie sized. You know, like you're like putting those down on the board. There's no reason for that to be like that, but it would be awesome. That was an idea I had even before I was streaming and doing YouTube stuff. I was like, we should make a giant Catan board.
Hmm. I feel like that would be more effort than it's worth.
Yep. So there you go, Presto. That's just a glimpse to this gargantuan list of video ideas that I have. Let me keep scrolling here for a bit. I have a lot of ideas because I've started to, if I get the idea, I write it down. So I very rarely now have uh, this feeling of panic that I forgot about an idea. 'Cause if I have them all tracked. It's getting long though, and a little bit unmanageable to go through.
Yeah, you need some sort of indexing
Yeah.
system.
Well, that's the questions we have for the community corner. Shall we move to the next segment, which is last week we asked you. Last week we asked you a question, and what was that question, Micah?
Who is the most iconic Nintendo villain and why?
And we got a lot of answers. So we will go through those now and react to your responses. The first one here comes from Monkey Thunder, who says, "It has to be Bowser. Mario is Nintendo's flagship franchise. It only makes sense for Bowser to be the most iconic Nintendo villain." How do you feel about that, Micah?
I mean, probably right.
Probably.
I don't necessarily think Bowser's like particularly the best villain,
Right.
but I think they gotta be the most iconic.
He's
Although at the same time, him and Mario get a little too friendly at times, so
is he
half the
really
time
a
he's not really a villain.
just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Exactly. I mean, like he's everywhere because you see him in Smash Bros. And Mario Kart, things like that. But he's not a villain in those games.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily know if those should count towards his iconic villain status.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't know if I don't feel like Bowser is all that iconic, but he kind of has to be, right? Because Mario is an icon. So he
Yeah.
feels more like an accessory to Mario's iconicness than his own iconicness.
Or maybe Mario's just an accessory to Bowser's
Well,
iconicness.
we all know Mario's an accessory to Luigi's iconicness.
Amen to that.
So really, everybody should just be thanking Luigi for their fame. Next answer.
Presto says Mario. You can come up with an explanation.
Well, let me tell you, I once knew a Goomba. He had a family, and he never came home. Not after what Mario did to him. I don't know. Mario.
I mean, in some of those like Mario and Luigi games, Mario's kind of a bully, making Luigi do these things he doesn't want to do. Plus, you should never trust someone who's short and has a mustache. Now, taller people with mustaches, very trustworthy.
What?
But
Where
also,
did
if
that
they
come
get
from
too
and why?
tall
I don't under.
and then if they get too tall and have a mustache, very untrustworthy. And Luigi's right in that perfect mid range.
Right. Right. Um. What? So that's your explanation? Is because he's short
Mm-hmm.
and has a
And has
mustache?
a mustache. And also the bully thing.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Okay.
And the things he's done to Yoshi's,
Oh, true.
throwing them down holes.
True. Yeah, he's completely disrupted the local government of the Mushroom Kingdom. Just want to throw that out there. He's like a nuke. It's like mutually assured destruction. So Bowser can't like fully invade, and whenever he does, he's like instantly beaten back. So I guess he still tries to invade all the time, so he's not really like a nuke. But with all the Goombas that die to
Wait, is that
Mario,
like wait, that's supposed to be him being a villain? Him stopping Bowser from invading the Mushroom Kingdom?
yeah, I mean, if he wasn't there, geopolitics would Bowser would have won by now. And
Okay, that's
Bowser and Peach. Listen, if Bowser and Peach got married, imagine how like peaceful the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser's Kingdom would be. Like a forged alliance.
would it be peaceful though?
Why wouldn't it be? What, the Toads follow Peach without question.
I mean, I feel like Bowser's domain isn't that peaceful by itself.
Yeah, but the people there seem to like it. And I mean, are the Goombas and Toads all that different? They're both mushrooms.
Are they?
Yeah. They're just Goombas are just less evolved mushrooms.
Well, that's a downright offensive thing to say.
It might be. I might have offended many Goombas out there. Good answer. Good answer. Okay. Next one comes from Fedorable Will. Most iconic, the older brother, aka your older brother in Mario Kart, because they always beat you at games. He says, side note, I'm the oldest of my siblings. I play like a villain. uh, best, his answer for best is Fawful from Mario and Luigi. Hilarious villain. Good memories.
It's a good one.
Coolest, Ganondorf. Specifically, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. He's so well designed, well written, with how manipulative and cunning he is, and just over the top cool. Yeah, they really made Ganondorf too cool in Tears of the Kingdom. You're like excited when he shows up. Like, oh yeah, it's getting
All
good.
my dreams are coming true.
It's true. I mean, he's all of his screen time is so good. It's like they just made him way too cool, way too awesome. I agree
Maybe just
on
a
all
little
fronts.
too attractive.
Yeah, he's too attractive. Um, yeah, I agree on all fronts here. I think the older brother is funny. Did your older brother was Josh the villain in games for you, Micah?
Not for long. I quickly became the villain.
I still am the villain. That's right. All my siblings, none of them can take me in any game. I'll take you all together.
Trying to think of a really dumb game they could beat you at.
None.
Renegade.
I'm too good at all games. All right. Next
I
answer.
still maintain that Renegade in Clubhouse 51 Games has the most evolved AI I've ever seen.
Give us our next answer here.
Given by Maddie Beth. It's definitely Ganondorf for me because of how recognizable he is. People see a picture of Ganondorf and immediately know who he is.
It's true.
And then to go on to say that I think Giovanni is pretty iconic for similar reasons as Ganondorf. I almost feel like he is more recognizable though as the big bad boss of Team Rocket due to Pokemon's greater popularity than The
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda.
I can agree
But
with that.
he's like a shadowy figure. I feel like half the time I don't even remember his name's Giovanni.
Yeah, but they throw him into all these events and stuff. They're like, oh, Giovanni in Pokemon Go, Giovanni in Sun and Moon. Like, oh, he's here,
Oh,
he's there.
I mean, I never played Sun and Moon, so
Yeah, they throw
I
him
feel
in
like the
as the
last time
like
I saw
surprise
Giovanni in a game was like Pokemon Crystal.
Heart Gold Soul Silver. Don't we see him in that game? Am I crazy?
That counts as Pokemon Crystal.
Oh, okay.
That's just a remake. It
It
doesn't
was
count.
it was more recent than Crystal.
Some might say it was less recent than Crystal. Crystal.
Um. So, how are you feeling about that answer? I
I mean,
think I think I agree. I think for me it's got to be Ganondorf. Ganondorf's pretty iconic, but
yeah,
but Giovanni makes a lot of sense to me because of just the popularity of Pokemon. But I almost would say
yeah.
that
But
like
like every game, they have like a different Team Rocket.
yeah, well I almost would say that like Jesse and James are more iconic than Giovanni.
Yeah, I'd actually agree with that.
They're
But also, they're only like half villains.
yeah, half the time they're helping. It's like, oh, okay. Um, next answer. I'll pull one from Spotify. This one comes from Ayla Aka. Ayla, aka your fave person. The full title. Got to put that in there. Uh, I think it's a villain, but Team Rocket, aka Jesse. Oh my gosh, I should have read this beforehand. AKA Jesse and James, and you can't forget Meowth. Can't forget Meowth.
That's
Uh,
right.
but not in like the new shows, the original anime. And then it mentioned the lines to their poem slash song to protect the world from devastation. Is that right? Unite all peoples within our
Yeah.
nation. Denounce the evils of truth and love. Extend our reach to the stars above.
I keep almost just wanting to go into like the national anthem.
Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Okay, wait. Let's break down. Let's break this down
I
real
think
quick.
that's it.
Uh, prepare for trouble. Make it double. I forgot that part.
There's two of them. Makes sense.
To protect the world from devastation.
Yeah,
That,
that part I never really understood too much.
yeah, what? To unite all peoples within our nation? Is that
Once
am I
again, not necessarily sounding that bad.
is that is that
Um,
right?
unless
Team
they're like a
Rocket
Genghis Khan kind of uniting, which could be bad.
protect the world from devastation to unite all peoples within our nation. And then this is where it gets iffy. To denounce the evils of truth and love.
Yeah, that's where it turns.
You're like, "What? Truth?" I mean, I feel like denouncing the evil of truth and love. Just feel like how do you know how does your motto go from like we want to protect the world and unite all people, but truth and love, absolutely not, absolutely not.
That will be in our United Nation.
Extend our reach to the stars above. Again, not a bad goal to have. Like we want to go to space. We want to reach for the stars. So besides the denounce the evils of truth and love, their motto's not bad. That is what I'm trying to say. Maybe this needs to be our new motto.
Just change out that
We
one
just
line.
change that to denounce the evils of
Ruth. Are there any evil Ruths, you know?
either Ruth. How about to denounce the evils with truth and love?
Oh, so that's a simple change.
That's easy enough. Maybe that's what they were trying to say. Maybe we've got Team Rocket all wrong. Thank you for the answer, Ayla. Great answer. Obviously, because we had just said it right before you said it. So, great minds think alike, and so do ours. Hit
Well,
us with our
moving on
next one,
from
Micah.
insulting our audience, OPD says, I'd make an argument for Donkey Kong as the original Mario villain that stole our hearts and warranted his own celebrated series.
It's true. He was the original villain,
He has a point there.
and he is
At the
iconic.
same time, he's not really a villain anymore.
Fatorable says, but can you denounce the evils of the World of Nintendo podcast by helping Nintendo pals rise above by using 5-star reviews? It's part of our new Take Over the World initiative. We now have the Team Rocket motto. Also, guys, I am so sorry. I did not even see that we had people in chat. Welcome in. We have LPD, Fedorable Will, and T-Bone here hanging out with us. You guys, I am all scatterbrained. But we have LPD making comments about bees and scorpions, going back to his insect question. Are scorpions insects?
They're arachnids.
Don't like those either. But I really haven't lived in an area with
At least
scorpions.
I think they are.
Bees,
I've only
I
seen
don't
one scorpion here, and
I
it's inside
changed
of a
my
toothbrush holding cup.
I changed. Whoa, that's a horrible place to have found it.
It was real small. It couldn't get
I
out. I
changed
don't
my
know how it
answer,
got in.
so we're going back like 3 segments. Sorry, LPD, that we missed this earlier, but I'm going back. He put bees. I'm okay with bees, but wasps. That's the worst. That's the worst insect bug thing.
Even worse than murder hornets.
I mean, I kind of throw those all into the same family of bee-like creatures that are evil, and all they want to do is hurt people. Like that's their sole purpose is to just be evil. That's the they like if we're talking iconic villains, since we're on that, wasps, the iconic villain of humanity, right? Up there with Hitler and
It's like I think actually mosquitoes might be worse than wasps for me.
really mosquitoes are just
Like
annoying.
when do you even have to deal with wasps? I can't even recall the last time I've seen a wasp.
Really, you live a hey.
I'm just
Thanks
I'm
to the
just so
brave.
zen that wasps are just
No,
slightly thinner
we just
bees
have
to
to
me.
we just have to say a thank you to the brave men and women who are protecting us from wasps, from wasp kind. This is wow. This is amazing. Micah lives such a sheltered and safe life thanks to you. Thank you,
I think I'm
wasp
just
hunters.
so zen that the wasps don't want to attack me.
I got completely sidetracked here by chat. But Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong, Kong of the Donkey, most iconic villain. This might be it. I know I said
Hmm.
Bowser again, or if I feel like Donkey Kong's more
I feel like
iconic
you said that for everyone. Really?
than
You think
Bowser.
Donkey Kong is more iconic than Bowser?
Yeah, but he also is
Bowser?
more iconic than Bowser as not a villain. it's like the it's like he was a villain for the first couple games, and I guess Mario vs Donkey Kong, right? But for
Is
most
he
of
even a villain in Mario vs. Donkey Kong?
yes, I think he like steals the toys or something. I haven't played it yet. I'll tell you next week when I play it. But you're playing against him. It's called Mario versus Donkey Kong. You're playing as
Maybe
Mario.
Mario's the villain.
Maybe Mario's the villain. Wait, that was the case in Donkey Kong 2, right? Mario has Donkey Kong locked in a cage and you play as Donkey Kong Jr.? Or maybe that's just Donkey Kong
It
Jr.
does seem kind of like a villain.
Yeah. So it is all about perspective. Um, we've got another
The
answer
victors
here.
write the history books.
Vizpig from Diddy Kong Racing from Cockapoo. I'm not gonna lie. I did not remember Vizpig from Diddy Kong Racing, but he is a pretty cool looking villain. You looking him up on the side
Hmm.
here?
Of course not. I wouldn't forget such a thing. Oh, and he's just booking it.
Yeah, you
That
know
does seem
why
familiar.
you know why he's iconic? It's because he's basically
Because he's
Ganondorf.
horrible.
He's basically Ganondorf. So,
Except he's an alien pig.
oh, sorry,
Very different than an actual wizard
than an
pig
actual wizard pig.
creature.
Good answer from Cockapoo, because we got more obscure, but definitely not the most iconic. Also, not even technically Nintendo, right? Because Diddy Kong is like rare. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, and our last answer on Spotify comes from Aaron Aaron says Waluigi because he's never there. What's he doing?
Because he's
Like
a
he's
villain.
like he's probably
Agree.
planning to steal all princesses in the Mario universe with a lot of question marks. That's what he's doing? Question mark?
He's like, I think he's essentially the Ice King of the Nintendo universe without the good redemption
I
and
was like, I
sad
thought Ice King
backstory.
was kind of like a good guy that like went
Just
insane
the
or
creepy
something.
dude that kidnaps princesses.
He does, but he's never kidnapped a princess. That's never happened.
He's just not, he's just really bad at it, just like the Ice King.
He's never done it. He never even attempted.
Oh,
Oh
he's
yeah,
attempted,
he's
he just
terrible
failed.
at that thing. He's never done.
Well, he's never
Micah,
successfully
you're
done.
really bad at being the number one Super Metroid speedrunner. I just want to throw that out there. You're just really bad at it.
It's true. It's true. I am really
It's like
bad at
it's
it.
like you've never tried. What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's not even true.
You've tried to be the number one Super Metroid speedrunner?
Of course. Who hasn't? When I played through the
Me?
game, that was my attempt.
Okay. That was a great set of answers. I hold firm that Waluigi is not a villain.
He's absolutely a villain.
Yeah. Well, get in the comments, y'all. Fight me if you agree with Micah or me on this one. But while you're down in the comments, I've got a question for you. Last week we asked you a question.
I don't know if you knew this, but we have one more question or
Oh, we do?
answer. Yeah, LPDs was kind of a two-parter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cut you off then. Let's go there. I'll give the thing after.
Also, says I'd also say there's a case to be made for Ridley, albeit less mainstream and more niche. Ridley's menacing presence adds a lot to the atmosphere of those games, such that they even added him into the remake of Samus Returns. And absolutely, he's
Yeah,
got to
Ridley's an
be
iconic villain.
the most like actually menacing villain, I think.
But I would almost argue that Metroids themselves are a more iconic villain.
Those aren't villains.
They're just
They're less
misunderstood.
villains than the X. What was he even called? X Parasite. I just want to say
Listen,
the
yeah,
X symbiote.
it's well, no, the X parasites are in all cases. X parasites is just another Metroid essentially because they,
Are you insane?
yeah, I am. Yes, I'm insane.
They're
The
definitely more evil than Metroids. Metroid is like, some energy. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, Metroids are
X
energy
Parasite's
eating,
like,
and they're
I'm
like,
going to enter your body and corrupt you and take over,
yeah,
making you to a corrupted husk of your former self.
well, and then they
Way more evil.
uh, but in both cases, they are like one of the main antagonists of the game. And then at the very end, that one good one comes and saves you. It's the same thing with the X Parasite. In
Nah, because that's the dude, in my opinion.
no, in Dread,
Overpowered.
or not Dread,
No, yeah, in Dread.
in Fusion.
Fusion.
Yeah, you get
You
saved.
talking about when he comes in to fight the Metroid?
Yeah,
That's not to save you. It's because it wants to fight a Metroid. They're enemies.
it
It's
saves you
just
though.
fortunate timing for you.
Oh man.
But
Yeah,
those are like
you're right. And
animal
Samus
things. They don't
Samus
have.
at the end wasn't to the X Parasite like the other baby, the
Yeah.
the baby
baby.
too.
Wow, I can't believe you saved me. We're such friends now.
Okay, well, good answers all around. Who do you say, Micah, is the most iconic villain?
I mean, as far as just iconic goes, I think I got to give it to Bowser because he's like the most well known, most popular. But I don't think that necessarily makes him the best. I mean, and he is the best at being a like family friendly villain. That's not actually all that bad.
Yeah, I think for
Unlike
me,
Ganondorf, who is, and then Ridley even more so. I kind of feel like
I'm going to give it to Master Hand. Master Hand is an iconic villain to me.
it's not even like a villain. It's a child.
Yeah, everybody has Master Hand.
A child.
And the crazy
And
hand.
don't forget the crazy hand.
Yeah, he's like,
Like what?
everybody has the two hands. One's the
Well, that's
master
not
and
true.
one's crazy. The implications of it are like, what's going on? And then in
The
like
real
the
question
lore
is
where they're like,
when you're fighting the master hand and the crazy hand, which hand is actually controlling the little trophy? Because it's essentially like a child playing with the toys. That- That's at least three
yeah,
hands.
this is why this lore doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, unless that child's, unlike some other people, have friends. So there are multiple.
Yeah, or siblings, which is basically forced friends. Um,
Yeah.
uh, okay, now let's go. Let's move on here to the next week's question. Next week's question. Um,
I've already forgotten what we decided on.
I know what we decided on. We want you to confess your Nintendo sins. I don't know if that's a really. We want you to give us your Nintendo confessions. That's right. Confess your guilty pleasures, unpopular opinions, or secret gaming habits related to Nintendo. So give us your Nintendo confessions. And we, next week, will react to your confessions. And then we will give our own confessions. Like how I have um, never
Never played
actually.
Xenoblade.
Well, everybody knows that. I was going to say something like how I've never actually completed Ocarina of Time, which is not true. Wouldn't that be funny, though? If I'd never even played it and I spent this entire
If you
time.
never went back after Jabu Jabu trying to get the fish, like not knowing what to do.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny? If I'd never actually beat the game, that'd be pretty funny, huh?
It almost seems like
I'm
this is a
not.
real
No.
confession you have
I'm
to
not.
make.
I'm not actually confessing that. Ocarina of Time's awesome.
I don't
Um,
believe you anymore.
yeah. Now I'm sounding untrustworthy. The more I say it. This is what we want from you. Confess your Nintendo confessions, and we're excited to see what you guys have to say. With that, let's move on to the final segment of our show, and that is the PAL topic. Today's PAL topic, we're playing 20 questions, but with ChatGPT, attempting to guess our thing. Each of us is going to pick a Nintendo related character, item, Uzuma, what's it? And we'll play around 20 questions. Micah, is what do you say? We'll each do a round, and then if it goes quick, we can maybe do a harder round after that, something more obscure.
Sounds good.
Do you have an item in mind?
Well, I was inspired by our villains talk. I'm just
Okay.
thinking Ridley.
Well, wait, you said it. Now people can't play along. Come up with
What?
something different.
What? Why did
Because
you tell me such a
I'm
thing?
sorry. I'm sorry.
What's the
I'm sorry.
plan?
I thought that was like innate to how 20 questions
I
works.
am so offended. Okay, I technically have a different one. I don't know if I know enough about these things.
Okay. So I'm putting into the prompt here. We want to play 20 questions with you. We think of the thing, and you ask us 20 questions about it, and then make your guess.
Hmm.
Okay. Are you ready? Because it's ready. It says, sure.
Sure.
That sounds like a fun game. Go ahead and think of something. And I'll start asking questions to figure out what it is. Remember to answer with a yes, no, or I don't know. Those are our things.
Hmm.
So let's get
I can say
started.
I don't know every time.
Are you ready?
Yep. I mean, you
The
did
first
preface that these are all Nintendo things, right?
I didn't preface it for the 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 ChatGPT. Should I?
I feel that. I mean, if it's
Okay.
Nintendo themed, I feel like Who
Okay.
knows? Maybe we shouldn't, but
Well, then let me like rewrite the prompt here.
well, if you have to rewrite things, I vote no. Then
We want to play a Nintendo themed game of 20 questions. Okay. So now we're ready.
hmm.
Is the Nintendo themed item you're thinking of a character?
Hmm. Yes. Ish.
Is this character from a Mario franchise?
Nope.
Okay. It's thinking. Is the character from the Legend of Zelda series?
Nope.
Uh-oh, I don't like where this line of questioning is going. I don't think it's going to get it. Is the character
This is
from the
gonna be
Pokemon series?
nope.
Is the character from a series that features anthropomorphic animals? What a question.
No. I'm
No.
pretty sure no. So it's not Star Fox.
Is the character from a series that originated on the NES? You
Let us
don't know?
see.
You don't know the answer to
Of
that?
course, I don't know. I've never had an NES. I'm gonna go ahead and say probably.
Probably. Can you tell me the game it's from? I mean, I'm not going to put that in.
No, that'd be cheating.
Then I can tell you if your answer is yes or no.
Oh, the answer appears to be theoretically no.
Are you sure?
According to this,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, a little spoiler for you. Apparently, it's on the Famicom.
The Famicom is the Nintendo.
It's different.
No, it's not. so, so dumb. Is, should I go back and change the answer? Why did you Famicom is the NES.
Is it
Face
though?
palm.
They seem to look very different based off these pictures.
Yes, it's because the one is the Japan version of the same system.
Hmm. So what you're saying is technically I was correct.
I'll just put in yes from the Famicom specifically. Specifically. Gosh.
Because
That's how
then
I
it
have to
was like
spell it.
redesigned.
Is the character a human?
No.
No. Is the character from the Metroid series?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, how many questions are we at? It says one in front of every question. Like it's the first question. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. We're only on question nine. Nine. Is the character the main protagonist of the Metroid series?
No.
That might as well just ask if it's Samus. What is
Yeah.
no? Is the character an ally or friend of the main protagonist in the Metroid series?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Man, I'm really
I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna pivot a little bit and say yes.
okay. Is the character a Chozo?
No.
That's a good guess, though. Is the character an artificial intelligence or a computer program?
No. It is not Adam.
Ah. Is the character a bounty hunter?
No.
Is the character known for providing assistance or guidance to the main protagonist in the Metroid series?
Pretty sure no. Probably not.
Is the character primarily known for their role in the Metroid Prime subseries?
No.
Oh, that was a good question. Holy cow. Is the character related to the Galactic Federation in the Metroid series?
Hmm. Hmm.
Is the character the baby? I've guessed it, I think.
The baby.
The baby.
Yes, it is. I was like, I
So the
technically
answer to this question
yes,
would be yes, right? Cuz
but that's why I was like, I don't know, like it technically, but I don't know if it's really asking if it like
I'm going to
works
say
with.
yes kind of. Is the character a member of the Galactic Federation? That's a hard no.
Nope.
Okay, have we done 20 questions yet? Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh, you better hope it isn't, because it's narrowing down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Is it
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're on question 18. 3 questions left. Does the character have a significant role in Metroid Other M?
pretty sure that's a no. I never actually played Other M.
It's a yes. It's a huge plot
Is it a
point.
yes? In
Yeah.
Other M?
That's where the baby meme comes from. Is what she says, the baby, the baby. She talks about it the whole game.
Wait, really? I just know the one time with the baby. That's funny.
Oh, okay. Is the character Anthony Higgs?
Who?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who's Anthony Higgs? You look that up on the side. Maybe.
No.
Also, you said it wasn't human. Just and Anthony Higgs is human, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
2
he's
questions
6'8"
left.
apparently.
Is the character Adam Malkovich? Nope.
No.
Okay. Last question / guess. All right. My final guess is Maurice Favreau. Who is
I don't know
that?
who that is. Let's see. He's a soldier.
Oh, yeah. I got really stuck on guessing. I think maybe we tripped it up with saying from Other M. So I'm going to try and prompt it a little differently to give it more of a chance here. So, does the character have a significant role in Metroid Other M? I'm going to say yes, but they aren't in it specifically.
Hmm, that seems more confusing.
Is the character related to or associated with Adam Malkovich? No.
Maybe tell it again that it's not a human. Pretty sure it did
Is
ask
the
that, right?
character Melissa Bergman from Metroid Other M? No. Okay, now it's back on Anthony Higgs. So it wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have helped. Uh, all right. That was a
Maybe
good one.
tell it it's a Metroid. I'm curious if the baby just doesn't even know about the baby.
Can you reveal the correct answer? So I said, nope, that was your last question. Guess. It says, my apologies for not getting it right. Can you reveal the correct answer?
The baby.
It was the baby Metroid from Super Metroid. Ah, the baby Metroid, a classic iconic character from Super Metroid. That was a challenging one. Thanks for playing the Nintendo themed 20 question game with me. If you have any more games or questions, feel free to let me know. Should I just go based off of the same conversation? Actually,
Yeah, might
you
as
do the
well,
inputs
right?
this time for me.
Me do the inputs
Yep. So that you can
with
read.
my really loud keyboard. Keyboard.
Well, yeah, the inputs are just no and yes. Hopefully, it's not going to be too loud and
I'm gonna be typing
obnoxious.
in as loud as possible now. See if I can log in. What is this? Hmm. It's not looking good.
What? You're not able to log in?
Nope. Well, I will be after you check your phone.
Okay.
It's really inconvenient that you can't like link this to like two phones.
Yeah. For two-factor authentication on things.
Three
Um,
factor.
I have my I have my thing. My 20 questions thing.
Okay.
Oh, you're really
I
typing
said
there.
I'm typing. I said I have another Nintendo themed thing, and then I also said, "Can you show what number each guess is?" So I figured that'd make things easier.
Yeah.
Keep track of the questions and guesses. Go ahead and think of it, and let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Is the Nintendo themed item you're thinking of a character?
Yes.
That's not the right number. Is this character from the Super Mario Bros. Series?
No.
I
Honestly,
followed up.
a good line of questioning to go with first. I mean, because if it's a character, Mario Bros has a lot, right?
This just started over. Okay, it's not going to count correctly. I was like, that's the wrong number, and then it just immediately asked the same two questions again. Numbered incorrect. Okay, so is it a character? You said no, right? From Mario.
It's not from Mario. Yep.
Is it from The Legend of Zelda?
Yes.
Is this character the main protagonist in The Legend of Zelda?
No. That seems like a bad question to ask early on.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's way too
Is
narrow.
this character or an ally or companion of the main protagonist?
An ally
Please tell me
or
it's
companion?
not Rivali.
No.
Hmm. I had to think about that one, huh? Is it an antagonist or villain?
No.
Interesting. Is this a member of the Sheikah tribe?
No.
Is this character known for their magical or mystical abilities?
No. Nope. They are not.
Is this character a recurring character
Yes.
in multiple games?
Shoot.
Interesting.
Oh, they're coming down on me now.
Is this character typically associated with a specific race or species? I don't know if that's really that good of a question.
I'm just gonna put I don't know. I don't really know.
No worries. Let's try a different angle. Has this character appeared in more than 5 games in the Legend of Zelda series?
Yes.
Ooh.
I had to count. I had to count. I easily hit that number.
Is it Beetle?
What? Have you
That
guessed it or did it guess it?
That was me.
Yeah.
Is this character often found in a role related to providing guidance or information to the main protagonist?
Not really, right? Like, no,
I don't think so.
no. Was it gonna guess Tingle? Like,
Hmm. Is this character known for their combat skills or involvement in battles?
no,
Is this character associated with a specific location or region?
no.
I don't know what question we're on. Is this character a non-playable character slash NPC in the Legend of Zelda series?
Yes. it's. Oh, these are bad questions. I thought it was getting close to something here.
Is this character a member of the royal family?
No.
Where was I heading? Okay, I can go back and count. Maybe I'll just ask what question it's on. Is this more of a side character or supporting character rather than a central character?
What?
Is
Is
it more
that
of a
the
side
question?
character or supporting character? Yeah.
Then an essential character?
Okay. Rather than a central character.
Yes. What would you say for that? I'd say yes.
Yes. Then I asked another question when I asked her what number we're on. Why are you like this?
Just count it. It's not hard to count.
Yeah, but it's easier to ask it.
Like it's gonna know. It did. It couldn't number it correctly.
Well, I did know it was 15.
Hey, this is the AI that's coming for our jobs, man. All right.
Is this character a member of a specific tribe or group within the Legend of Zelda
No.
series?
No. No. He's like his
So he's
own
not like
race.
part of the
like,
merchant group.
there's no merchant group. What are you talking about?
Are they known for their wisdom or intelligence?
No.
So that was 17. They're asking 18. Do they play a significant role in the events?
No.
This is 19. Are they known for their artistic or musical talents?
No.
A fairy companion.
Are they a fairy companion?
Yeah. Is this character a fairy companion, such as Navi or Tattle?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna tell this is your last guess. This might technically be guess 21 or something, but here we go. Oh my gosh. My final guess is that the character you're thinking of is Beetle from the Legend of
What?
Zelda series.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh, it made it. Let's go. Let's go.
I can't believe it. It seems so far off.
Yeah. What? That fell out of nowhere all of a sudden. Well, there you go.
I can't believe it.
Do you want to do another round?
Sure.
Let's do one more. We know what we're doing now. Okay. That's it. You are incredible. I see what you typed here. All right. How about instead of a character, we do an object or something of that sort? A non-character.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes. Hopefully this isn't like too weird and specific.
Okay. Ready. Is the Nintendo themed item you're thinking of a character?
No.
No. Is the Nintendo themed item a specific item or object within a game?
Yes. Maybe. Yes.
Oh, you got
Kind of.
Is the item primarily associated with the Legend of Zelda series?
Nope.
Interesting. Is the item a power up or ability in a Nintendo game?
No.
You're having to really question your answers, which is concerning to me.
I'm just trying to throw you off.
Fedorable Will, by the way, on the side here, is researching different AIs if they can play this game any better than ChatGPT. So he's tried it with Copilot, and it failed miserably, and then Google Bard or Gemini now, and it didn't even know how to play the game. It didn't even understand. Uh, that's so funny. So it took a while to get it to play the game at all, and then be the guesser in. It took a while to get it to be the guesser instead of me, and then it started asking multiple questions at once. Some not even yes or no questions. Is so for you, Micah? Is the item commonly found in the Mario franchise?
Hmm. That's actually an interesting question. Like, not so much the Mario games.
But it is in the Mario franchise.
I'll say yes. It's in at least one of the almost mainline Mario games.
Is the item a type of mushroom in the Mario series?
No.
Okay. It's thinking. Is the item a type of currency or collectible in the Mario series?
No.
No.
I feel like I chose a too generalized item here.
Is the item related to transportation or movement within the Mario series?
It's related to a thing that is related to transportation or movement. But
You want me to put kind of?
mostly no.
Mostly no. Is the item a weapon or tool used by a character in the Mario series?
Yes.
Ooh. Is the item a throwable object like a shell or a bomb in the Mario series?
Yes.
What? I don't know what this item is. Is the item primarily associated with a specific character in the Mario series?
Absolutely.
I'll put that in. Is it a Yoshi egg?
Yes.
I know you. Does this item have a face or eyes on it?
Pretty sure no.
What a weird question, but also
Well,
kind of
there are a
not
lot
for
of weird
Mario.
things
For
with
Mario,
faces
yeah.
and
Is the item related to fire or fire-based power?
no.
All right, let me count up where we're at.
You can always just ask it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is the item related to hammers or hammer themed attacks in the Mario series?
Nope.
Question 15. Is the item
Yeah.
associated with Luigi in the Mario series?
Nope.
Oh, but
What item could it be though? That
this line of questioning. Oh, you reached your limit of messages per hour. Oh, no.
what a party pooper.
Wow.
Make
What? I mean, this is such short responses though. That's goofy. That's goofy.
That's
Well,
kind of a letdown.
yeah, what a lame way to end. Do you want to play 20 questions where you're just the guesser for me?
Yeah, sure. I'll do one because I assume you already have your item picked out,
Uh, I do. I do.
and I already know it's an item, so I don't have to waste a question.
Correct.
This item from the Mario franchise.
No.
Is it from The Legend of Zelda?
No.
Well, dang it. That's all the franchises I can think of. Is it? Hmm, is it Ike's sword?
Question 3 is it Ike's sword? Are you serious? No.
Could you imagine? Could you
That would be
imagine
pretty
if
crazy.
that's
That
what
would
it
be pretty
was?
crazy.
Can I have that question back?
Sure. Because that was such a terrible
I'll just
question.
I'll just ask, is it from Fire Emblem?
No.
Another kind of throwaway question, but I deserved it. Hmm. What is it from Star Fox?
No.
Is it from Pokemon?
No.
Is it in a franchise?
No.
What have I said?
It's not in a
It's not in a
franchise.
franchise. What does that even mean?
It's an
Is it in Super Smash Bros?
no. Kind of.
Is it in a game that a character from Super Smash Bros is in?
No.
That doesn't make sense. Is it in a game?
No.
That's cheating.
Is it
That's
cheating? Is it
cheating.
cheating?
I mean, I was working under the assumption that these were all things in games.
Well, now your world has been shattered and you're on question 10.
Is this a real life object?
Yes.
Is this a game console?
No.
Is it an accessory to a game console?
Yes.
Is it an accessory for the N64?
No.
Switch.
Same question, but switch?
Yes, the same question, but for Switch.
No.
Wii.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. What question am I on?
15. Doing pretty good, honestly.
Just, we had to pivot from not being in a franchise. So what is that? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not the Nintendo console franchise?
It's not a franchise.
Is it a sensor bar?
No.
Bummer. Do the Wii nunchuck slash remote clip into it or whatever, like the wheel or the end zap, or not end zap, zapper,
Do the nunchuck Wii remote
or
clip into it?
like pop in, or does it use
Yes.
like they had the wheel for Mario Kart or the zapper
Mm-hmm.
where the controller pops into it and you hold it? Hmm.
No, but kinda.
No, no, but kind of.
You're gonna feel real silly. What do you guess it?
I have a feeling you're gonna feel real silly when you think back on your answers to these.
Yeah.
Is it the Wii remote?
Yes, it's the Wii remote. I was like, what do you mean? Can it clip into itself? Like the nunchuck clips into the Wii remote. That was a good one. Man, you got
It
that.
was that you're gonna feel real silly. I had to think about that for a few seconds. I was like, that's what would make me feel the silliest. Probably, I
18,
guess.
18 questions and you got it. Okay, I want to do one where it's me and
Where's
not ChatGPT. So
okay,
let me have a
okay.
round where you get an object.
Okay, I gotta really think about this real hard. That thing, I just thought it was way too specific. Also, maybe you could get it, but probably not. Hmm.
Like looking
List of
around,
Nintendo
like
products.
there's something
Yeah,
there
I'm like,
in the room with you.
okay, okay, okay. I got something. I
Okay.
got something. I can't remember what it's actually called though. Maybe I shouldn't say that because that narrows down. Maybe we'll choose something else. Okay, I got something else.
Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready for questions?
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
Is it
am I supposed to
from
answer the question?
is so it's Nintendo themed, so is it from a game?
No,
Hmm. Well, I'm already outside of the game sphere. Is it a physical object?
yes,
Is it a console?
no,
Is it a controller?
no.
So it's a physical object. Nintendo.
That's five, right? I haven't been keeping
No,
count at
I
all.
this will be question 5.
That'll be five. Oh,
Is it bigger than a Nintendo Switch?
no.
No. Small. Small thing. You had to really think about that though. For some weird reason. Um are there multiple variations of the thing that you are thinking of?
Pretty sure no.
Okay. Pretty sure no. Is
I
it
mean, I
an
wouldn't be wildly surprised if there was like different color variation kind of a thing.
Okay, so is it an accessory to a Nintendo system?
Yes.
It's an accessory that is not a controller. Is it an accessory for the Wii?
No.
Okay. I want to guess things, but I'm like, no, that's a controller. That's a controller.
Yeah.
So it's an accessory for a system. Well, I guess I'm only on question 8, so I guess the Wii. Is it an accessory for the Nintendo Switch?
No.
Is it an accessory for the GameCube?
Yes.
Ah, I should have guessed that first. I don't know what I was
That's where
thinking.
you should have started.
Rookie mistake.
That's partially why I chose this to make it just a little bit easier.
I don't know what this thing is called, but is it the Game Boy reader for the GameCube? Is it called Super Game Boy 2? The thing that lets you play Game Boy games on the GameCube? Game Boy Advance, sorry.
Uh, yes.
It is that?
Wait a second. Yes.
Why are you at wait, why are
Because
you
you phrased
confused?
it in a really weird way. I don't know if it's. I'm trying to think of where's the.
What is that called? The Game Boy player?
Yeah, these.
Okay, well, is it the Game Boy player?
The Game Boy Player. Yes, that is what it's called.
I got that in 12 questions. That's insane.
It's pretty good. That's pretty
I'm
good.
very surprised I got that quickly. I felt very lost until the very end. I was
Yeah,
like, I have no idea what this could be.
I figured it's. I mean, once you got to is it an accessory to the
Did
Game
you
Cube?
have
I
this?
figured
Did you
you'd either get it quick. I do.
you
I
had
figured
this?
you either get it like relatively quick because there aren't really that many accessories for the
Right.
GameCube, or you just never get it because you just wouldn't think of it.
Yeah. I my guess was going to be I wanted to guess the dance pad, the DDR dance pad, but I'm like, no, that's a controller.
Oh, that'd be
I'm
good.
glad that I asked.
Is that a controller?
Yeah, you control your character with it. It plugs
Do
into the
you
controller
really
port.
control your character with it?
I assume that counts. Well, that is the end of 20 questions. And we can confidently say that we did better than AI. Both of us. By quite a wide margin, actually. Although we got to give it to ChatGPT for getting Beetle on the very last guess.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
I
that was
think I
a
potentially miscounted and let it have 21
that was
guesses.
a Hail Mary guess,
Questions, but
though. I mean, it didn't seem like it had any idea what was going on.
no,
Never
yeah,
asked.
seriously.
Yeah, so it's just like recurring character in multiple Zelda games. It should have got it way sooner. But there you have it. This was an awesome episode. That was a fun game. Way more fun than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be fun, but this ended up being really fun. So if you want to see more games and things like this, hey, hit us up on our Discord, on our social medias, in the comment section, wherever you're watching. Let us know what kind of things you want to see for Pal Topics. We reserve this time to be whatever we want it to be as the segment of the show that is Pal Topic. And I think that's going to be a wrap on this episode. Micah, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitch at Micah Print.
Nice. And you can find me gallivanting about over on Andros1 on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. All those places. I've also been trying to be more active on X Twitter or whatever the kids are calling it these days. And let's see here. We want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our fantastic Patreon supporters. If you would like to support the show beyond being awesome and leaving us a 5-star review and listening to what we make, you can do that by checking out patreon.com/NintendoPals, where for as little as $1, you get early access to our episodes, a shout out on the show, and some other cool bonusy type things. So let me come over here to give a shout out and thank you to T-Bone, Forsaken Voyager. Wait. Forsaken Voyager is not... Boom. Active. T-Bone, Nick Lanoy, Fedorable Will, Monkey Thunder, Madison, a.k.a. Purple Riolu, Lava Plays, John Cummins from Retro Logic Games, and I'm blanking on the name of his specific show. Retro Rewind? Retro Rewind? I'm blanking on it, John, at the moment. But Retro Logic Games, John Cummins, fantastic. Lil Miss 7, Tim, a.k.a. NeoPrime33, a.k.a. Nintendo Dad number 4 of Nintendo Dads, the man with the hats, Seth Sturgill from All In, LPD from Retro Groove. I was very excited to say Retro Groove. Rizzle, a.k.a. Brian Reese, Shannon, a.k.a. Spider Shan, Solo, a.k.a. Solo Something, and of course, Mute Dog the Gamer. He works for games. Everybody should check out some of these fantastic content creators that are on this list, as well as just fantastic community members. You can hit up our Discord. Links to all of our socials are in the description of every single episode. And with that, I think we are good to close out here. So we will bid you all a farewell. Goodbye. So long. Thank you. And Well, give us some advice before we head out, Micah.
Don't stay up too late.
Good advice.